So this is the part that everybody's cool with, right? Playing in a rec, you got four of your buddies, you go in there, you beating the team by 25, 30, 45. This is cool. Other teams are quitting out midway through the game. Easy day. This is the part that everybody's fine with. But can you do that same thing when the competition is up? The only way to find out is to actually go into the program and dominate. There's a few main goals when you go in here. Obviously to win. The two, can you get to the arena? And then three, can you get on top of the leaderboards? If you can do these things, you know at that point you can beat anybody in the world. You're a great pro win team. At our current start, we are 1-1. One game I got kicked out, and the other game we just gave it away at the end. It happens, but here we are back in it. Going against a team that's 4-4, very similar record to us. And the plan is simple. We're going to try to win as many games straight as we can, try to get to the arena. After we get to the arena, we're going to start playing against these ranked teams. Once we do that, we're going to try to get on top of the leaderboard. As of now, I don't have a goal to try to, play in different leagues and tournaments and things like that, simply because I don't play the game as much as I used to. Even though I'm easing back into it, I still don't have that overwhelming drive to try to prove anything. I feel like I've done everything there is to do in 2K. There's nothing left to prove. In my opinion, I'm the greatest to ever do it. But of course, other people that are just like me, just as talented, and have accomplished the same amount of things feel like they're the best to ever do it. And it doesn't really matter what position you play. You don't have to be a point guard. You can be a center, you can be a shooting guard, power forward, small forward, don't matter. No matter what position you think of, somebody thinks they're the greatest of all time, period, regardless of position. So it is what it is. Coming into this game, my mindset was kind of focused on scouting. I'm not necessarily scouting a competition, I'm actually scouting my own team. Are we good enough to compete based on what I've seen against other top Proam teams? And if we are, how sustainable is the play style? Because at this point where you're blowing out teams in the rec 30, 40 points, it really don't matter. You know that individually you're probably just better than the other team. All right, we probably lose one out of every 50 rec game. And even the one we lost, we ain't getting blown out. We just laughing too much or just not taking it as serious. In here, if you take those same habits and principles into the program, it's going to show like every time you lose and you got to look at your record and be like, damn, we should have won that game. It's going to matter. So I'm scouting my own team. I'm seeing what everybody's capable of doing, what lineups work, because it's about 10 people on the team. So lineups are going to switch up here and there. And just seeing what everybody brings to the table. I mean, obviously I've been playing with these guys for some years, so the chemistry for the most part is there. But chemistry right now is mainly on the offensive end. On the defensive end, I still see a lack of trust. I still see a lack of detail. And it's nobody's fault. It's really like everybody's just trying to do the best they can. But when you don't talk as much, when you don't communicate, like we all got mics. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of times because of the way the system is, we don't have to use them. Like I literally can play like 10 straight rec games, not say a word, and everybody's gonna do everything that I'm thinking in my mind because we've done it so many times. It's a blessing, but it's also a curse of that because if we happen to get down or if people have a difference in opinion, let's just say I'm telling my lockdown, hey, I want you to guard it like this. And he turned around looking at me like, you're not the one up here guarding this though. And I'm trying to explain to him based upon my experience while he's trying to go by his experience. And if we're not able to talk, if we're not able to communicate, instead of us coming to a solution, you know, things can turn south, things can get said, words can be exchanged, and you know, at the end of the day, we're all grown men. Nobody wants to be talked to a certain type of way. And that's just, I mean, that's just part of playing. It's part of competing. So that's what I'm doing. Like, even in this game right here, team 4-4, but they shown the ability to be diamond. They probably had an arena last season. And we just try to see where we match up. But as you can see, we're playing against them. We're kind of doing the same stuff we was doing in the rec. And the big thing I keep going back to is this sustainable? Honestly, it's like I'm watching, I'm scouting, I'm like just listening to how we're communicating, what we're doing. It's not sustainable. For a couple of reasons. One, we don't play every day. We're not going to play every day. And two, people just have their own way of wanting to do things. Right? I have guys on the team that are a better offensive player than defense. I have some people that are better defensive player than offense. I have some people that are better shooters. I have some people that are better passers. You know, I got everything in between. And the team itself is a really good team. Like honestly, I felt like if I didn't think anybody was cheating in the game, if this was just like NBA 2K23, which is the game I'm always go back to, we are going to beat like 98% of the teams out there. And even the teams that could beat us, it's not that we couldn't beat them. It's just for a game or two, they happen to be more disciplined. The only way we can increase our discipline as a unit is to talk. And not only talk, but actually listen and execute. Like to talk, to get the information is useless if you're not going to apply it. And that's the biggest thing I probably learned in life. Like if you get good information, it's great to have. But if you never apply the information you learn, it's useless. It's like learning how to drive a car. If you know everything there is about a car, that's all great information. But if you get behind the wheel and never drive, what good use is all that information? Like, and even you knowing that information, you could tell somebody something, and the way they go about it might just be different from the way you want to go about it. See what I'm saying? So it becomes a natural conflict. So that's why talking and communicating and applying things that you learn, applying the information given is the only way that you can counteract any of the bad mishaps that you might have. So as of right now, what we're doing is great. When we're winning, it's nice to win. Is it sustainable long term? No. Do I think it can get to a point to be sustainable? Possibly, but like at that point, we're talking about sacrifice beyond 2K, which I'm no longer willing to do, and I don't really think a lot of us now with family and kids, all that, we're not trying to do it either. It just is what it is. So, with that being said, I just want to get to an arena, you know, play against some top-rated teams, maybe even some of your favorite streamers or YouTubers or whatnot, play against some of those teams, and just see how we do. That's all I really want to do at this point. But whatever else happens in between, cool. You know, I'm happy to be playing 2K again. But like I said, it's not a long-term thing. Video games just ain't what they used to be anymore, but I'm gonna have fun here and there when I can. That's all you can do. Now, this particular game, I couldn't really talk much about it. As you can see, it is a blowout. I don't think you can learn anything from this. All this tells me is when we're all really locked in, or if we play against a team that just ain't on our level, we're capable of this. That's all this really tells me. You know, I'm not overly excited. I'm just kind of taking it in, seeing what we get. Cause like for this game, for example, it's nice to have Smack, who's the shooting guard. He actually changed his PSN. I can't pronounce Guerrero. I think that's how you say it, but like it's nice to have him play. And then Savage, who ain't played him, it's nice to have him play. I think the other day Loco played, and at this point, I might have finally gotten most of the people back. The only person I know I'm not getting back is D-Mac. I mean, he might come back on his own, who knows, but like it's nice just to kind of have everybody playing. And then what has started to happen is as we play more Pro-Am, guys see the success we having, more people are going to play, and eventually we'll get back to a point where I gotta tell 2 or 3 people, hey, these people beat you, so you're gonna have to wait the next time till we play. And that's all you can really do. At that point, that's when it was fun, because everybody was wanting to play, everybody was trying to get better. I don't think you can really get better in a blowout like this. You just take the information and be like, okay, we played well this game, can we do it again? And as the teams get harder, can you still do the same thing? Can you still stay disciplined? Regardless of if you win or lose, can you still do the little thing? If you can, you should come up victorious, and if you can't, at that point, that's when that talk and that communication is going to be important. So this pretty much wraps up the video. I ain't really got too much more to say. We beating them 43-17. It was fun from a standpoint of we did it in the Pro-Am versus the Rec. But I'm looking for the next game and the game after that and the game after that. Like, I want to know what my record is as we approach the 20 wins to get the arena. Like, are we a 20-5 team, which is really good, or are we a 20-15? Or even worse, are we going to be like 30-20? Or 20-30, rather. Or are we going to have more losses than we like? That's what I'm curious to see. And if we having to suck, are we going to continue playing even though we suck? That's what I want. But as you can see, this team is going to go ahead and bow out gracefully, take the L. And our team is just going to take another dub, and we'll see what happens in the next one. But anyway, it's been lethal. I appreciate all the support and love that everybody gives me by watching the videos. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.